Paul Theron is joining me on the desk, and he has a very interesting prop. I'm actually worried. What is that?
This is the studio feather duster. I mean, have you ever seen a better feather duster?
Absolutely not. That's absolutely gorgeous. Why do you have it on the desk
Well, I was
with me
just
today?
thinking about how, we waved the magic wand at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the market just came up into the green. What a fabulous performance.
Yes.
And it was really another example, if anybody still needs one, that we're not really running our own market down here. And it was because we saw a big fall off in the US futures in the course of the afternoon. And then as the market opened, traded down and then started kind of heading up into the green. And we just followed suit. So once again,
do you
a
think
reminder.
it has anything to do with BRICS? Do you think that, the positive rhetoric coming through from there, the excitement?
No, I don't. I don't think anyone is excited apart from the journalists who got included on the trip. The fact is global markets get determined by what trade values do in New York. So if people started sensing that they weren't going to see a big sell-off there, then you start seeing the flows come back.
What did drag us lowers today is the financial sector. That was down around 0.4%. And pretty much, banks lackluster for quite some time. Basel III, new capital requirements.
I think that's the story.
Is that the story?
Well, I was talking to a senior person at Investec today, completely, off the record about other things, and we were discussing what it feels like to be...
I actually thought you were going to give me some insight into the off-the-record things, but yes. Continue.
What's going on in the sector? There's this global sense that the return on equity numbers are not going to be great. We've heard Koki Koiman, who follows this sector globally, saying exactly the same stuff. More capital is going to be required. Investors' expectations are dimmed. There's concern around cyclicality. There's that senator who had a hard time liking Goldman Sachs a few months ago, who's at it again. So just generally, you can see that in this great, fantastic global equity recovery we've had the last 2 years, the banks haven't really participated. They've been sluggish. They've been sluggish locally. They've been sluggish internationally. And I guess the question for investors, is this going to change? Or is this going to characterize investing in banks for the rest of time?
So 20 to 30% growth in the banking sector during the heydays, that couldn't be a reality going forward. And I know Koki Koiman did say that nothing exciting for 2011
so
or
the
even
idea
2012.
exactly that you could buy a bank because there was great credit extension, you're an expanding economy, and they're doing all sorts of smart new stuff, that seems to have gone away. There's a recognition that they remain highly profitable franchises, but there isn't the same kind of enthusiasm about owning the stock. I don't know. It seems like that's going to be the new normal.
I wanted to wave my wand. Do not get on the wrong side of the law today, Paul. Apparently you've got a joke for us about the police.
It's not really a joke, but the police have been hitting people in Vicksburg some more. So, the joke about South Africa, given all these recent trials, is that the crooks have been getting off and the cops have been ending up in jail. Now it seems as though the way it is in South Africa these days, the only solution is in fact never to go out again. Because if you go out or if you have drinks at night, then you're going to get hit on the head or arrested by the police. So in fact, maybe it's best if we all just stayed at home for the rest of time, or maybe it would be even better if we just sort of worked from home or slept at work. Because it seems as though the best and most dangerous thing that you can do in South Africa is have anything to do with the police. It's crazy.
Well, if you take your magic wand with you, maybe it will offer some protection.
Paul
Theron from Investec, thank you so much for joining me.